Demai Perek Gimel Mishnah Bet. Mishnah says, Harotzeh lachzom alei yarak lahakel mimasao. Lachzom means lichrot, to cut. So let's say you're carrying a bunches of celery. They're all tied up, and it's just too heavy for you. So you're only going to sell the celery. So what you do is you want to cut off the celery leaves because nobody eats it anyway. You're not going to sell it anyway, and it's going to make it lighter for you. Says the Mishnah, Lo yashlich ad sheya'aseh. This is the example that I give of celery leaves because people eat them. So therefore, you're not allowed to throw them away on the ground until you take off ma'asrot. Okay, you bought them from an amaretz. It's demai. You have to be ma'aser. Why? He says exactly the reason. Shwai shema yimseim am haaretz. Maybe an amaretz will find them. And then he's going to eat them when they're not mitukan. Okay? So therefore, a person has, it's interesting, a social responsibility not to leave demai in the public where someone could find it, and if he's an amaretz, he's not going to care and he's going to eat it. Next case. Very interesting issue of kinyanim in purchasing. Something that we don't really practice today, the way we do business. Today, when we do business, the way we do business, if I go to the fruit store and I want to buy, it's not mine until I go to the grocery, till I go to the cashier, and I pay him. Even in the shuk, if I pick it up and I want to buy it, I can decide afterwards. The Mishnah says, halachically, that's not true, as we'll soon see. Halakech yarak min hashuk, v'nimlach lachzir. Let's say I went to the shuk and I bought vegetables. I bought celery from the shuk, and then I decide lachzir, to return it. Lo yachzir ad she'aser. I have to take off ma'asrot. Why? She'ena mechusar ela minyan. Because we're talking about something where the price was known, and all the owner had to do was count it. So therefore, when I picked it up, in a sense, I made a kinyan on it. It became mine. The Kahati says, since all he had to do was count how many celery bunches I had, okay, to see how much money I owed him, okay, even though nonetheless, the rule is, okay, the kinyan is done, there's a kinyan done, b'hagba'a o mashicha. The way halacha works is, payment isn't a kinyan. Kinyan is when I have something, and you give it to me, and I pick it up. As soon as I pick it up, I do hagba'a, it becomes mine. So therefore, I pick up the celery, it's mine. Now I have to pay for it. But I'm paying him for something that I took that now belongs to me. So therefore, the Mishnah says, if I want to return it, I can return it. Yes, I have the right to return. Interestingly, it's interesting. Maybe the Balabait has the right to say, I don't want to take it back. And maybe the assumed contract at the time was you could give it back, but I couldn't give it back until I take off ma'asor, and I have to pay for that ma'aser. Why? She'ena mechusar el minyan. All that was left is the counting. Okay? That the Kabar Torah says. He already made a hagba'ah, he already made a kinyan when he picked it up. All that was left is to count them. That's very interesting. It seems that the Bartanura had a very different girsa. He says she'eno me'usar. In our girsa, it's she'eno mechusar el minyan. The only thing lost, the only thing missing is the counting. So he says, all you do is count them. The price is well known. So for that reason, since I made a kinyan hagba'ah, it's mine, I have to take off the masor and pay for it if I want to give it back. But, if I'm standing and buying, i.e., I didn't pick it up yet, and I see something nicer, I can be machzir, I can give it back. The language of lachzir here is interesting because you didn't pick it up. Why? So I guess lachzir means I can go back, even though if I said to the guy, I want to take that one and that one and that one, I can go back lachzir, I can go back on what I said, I don't have to take it, b'nei shalom mashach. So we see here that the rule is when you make a kinyan, it's yours, and you have the responsibility to take off the trumot and the demai. But if I don't make a kinyan, it's not mine, it belongs to the owner, it belongs to the storekeeper until I make a kinyan, even if I said I wanted to buy it. I want to dedicate this learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. And as always, if you have any comments or questions, rspolter@gmail.com. Have a great day.